Tin Man. Hello, Mr. Engineer, or more than one Mr. Engineer, Mrs. Engineer. Just doing this upload for whoever's interested in. I don't recall the name when I'm calling this video, but it will come to me. Yeah, I just want to show you what's going on with it, with the whole collapse of the parking lot here. The retaining wall system failing, the other side of the retaining wall. I'm going to quickly go through some changes. Anyways, a while back I had noticed those two blocks on the end had a little bit of a shift in them. I could tell that there was a shift in them, okay? Anyways, today I came walking up there, you see that. You'll be able to tell with certain shadow lines and stuff like that. I'll show you in a second. You see that gappage going on there. You see this one going on here. This is all new. That is getting wider. Even if I tap on this hard enough, you can feel movement in this part of it. Whoops, in this part of it there. Anyways, right along that edge there, you see a nice shadow line there of change. Dirt shadow line sort of thing. These gaps are becoming wider. I'm going to back up. That's the problem here. There we go. And these gaps are all coming wider. I didn't really look at the blocks down at this end here, but this is not necessarily because they're continuing to do stuff here. Although you look at that, that almost looks pretty sandy based right there, doesn't it? No, I think that's probably all that was in there. But these are really showing signs. Like I was telling one of the workers here, that wall is being mucked with more. I'm going to do a nice view like this for you. Retaining wall is being mucked with more. Look at the goo, whatever they got in there. It almost looks like it's an iron-based something coming into there. That color and that one's been that color for a while. That one there is all new, so I don't know if it's what's going on. I'm not even going to guess. This height. Anyways, what's going on here is there's a major amount of stress in this whole rock block wall system, right? Like I told one of the guys here, if you actually came and hit this curb there somewhere in that area with something pretty hard or whatever, it's going to blast apart. We've got to understand that these kind of pressures right now are, with concrete, are explosive type pressures. A semi could drive over top of this, and that is when this wall could actually explode out, blow out. There'll be a lot of damage from it, and a lot of fracturing of this kind of, like, these blocks are chemically forced to stay in this condition. People got to understand that they're actually forced to stay in that condition. You know yourself that when you pick your rocks that you put around the outdoor fire, that they can blow up just from an air pocket. And that's just a rock. That's just a solid object that we figure is blah, blah, blah. This is something that we make and stuff. A little bit different when it comes to the ingredient and structuralness of concrete. So remember that concrete's very dangerous also with fire and stuff like that. And firemen would teach you that kind of stuff. So under pressure like this, don't be fooled. Anyways, we'll get to see across there the muck. Yeah. And I've also noticed that I haven't looked at it today, but I've noticed they've been messing around here. I didn't bother going down there because there's a lot of mosquitoes going on. I'm going to show you right there. I've noticed that closing more and more ever since we were here. Ever since this started. This is still continuing to spread. You can see that's fresh stuff. And I'm going to give you a view like this. Funny thing is, look at this. Maybe a truck backed into it or something like that, but that really could have been just something going. Just this one spot, it looks like whoops. Sorry about that. Right here. See this whole thing? It's like something hooked here and made all that bugger up. Something just hooked on here and made it all bugger up. Nothing else happened to it. Just want to I keep looking at the thing and I don't look at you so much. Anyways, just a thought, because they'll do little destructive things like that, and maybe they're mad with something that's going on. If they get mad with us, well, people don't want to talk about this stuff. Goodbye.